Hi everyone, and welcome to Jackie and Cat Adventures. Today we're going to be making mini white chocolate raspberry cheesecakes. There's a lot of steps involved and a lot of different baking and cooking, so don't get discouraged. It's easy, it just takes a little bit of time, okay? So in a bowl I have some graham cracker crumbs, some sugar, and some melted butter I'm going to add. Okay, and then I'm just going to mix this until it's well combined. Set your oven for 325, and as you can see I have my mini muffin tins ready to go with the papers in them. I would recommend not using the metallic papers for this. Sometimes when it's put with the cheesecake and stuff, sometimes it kind of tastes tinny or something, so I would just use the paper ones. If you like the shiny ones, go ahead and put them on the outside of this cup. Just buy white ones or cheap ones and then put that over it if you want it for the color. Okay, so I'm just mixing this really well. And we're going to put about a tablespoon into each muffin tin. Okay, now this, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, this recipe makes a lot, so I will let you know at the end. I'll redo this and I'll write everything up that you need to know. I'm just going to give you the basics on how to make it, and then at the end you'll see our ingredient list. Okay, so I'm just going to take 1 tablespoon and I'm just going to put it into each. You know what? I think that's pretty big. Let me see.
A teaspoon.
This is a tablespoon and a half. I don't know where I got these from, but they don't measure the right measurements. Okay, so then I have this, yeah, and then I have this tart maker, and I just push it down into the tart, like so. And I'm just going to do that with all the rest of them. Alright, so now that we have it all pressed in, we're going to put it into a 325-degree oven for 5 minutes. Alright, my crusts are out of the oven, so now I'm going to start the raspberry filling. So what you need is some frozen raspberries, sugar, water, and cornstarch. We're going to cook this until it starts to boil. We're going to boil it for 5 minutes. While you're watching me do this, please subscribe and like down below to help us grow our YouTube channel. We would really appreciate it. Now you can add a pinch of lemon juice to brighten this up if you want to, and I think I'm going to do that. It's not in the recipe, but I think I'm going to do it. I would rather use fresh, but this is what I have right now. So I'm just going to put a little bit in. It kind of brightens it up a little bit. Oh, there is a thing in there. I thought there was. Here, Jackie, you can help me.
Oh, jeez.
Alright, this is already starting to boil. It doesn't take long. It smells so good, you guys. Is it open?
No.
Okay. Well, we'll pass on that. That's fine. But if you want to, you can put lemon in it. Okay, so mine is starting to boil. I'm going to boil it for 5 minutes. I'm going to set my timer. And while that's boiling, you want to stir it. And you're going to boil it for 5 minutes or until it is thickened, okay?
I opened it. You got to use the special key.
Alright. I'm just going to put a little squeeze in just to give it some freshness.
Yeah, freshness.
So now it's boiling, and we just want to get it till it's thick. While you're doing that, get a bowl and a strainer ready, because we're going to strain the seeds out of this. This is our swirl. I'm going to turn it down a little bit because it's really boiling. This smells so good, you guys. Okay, just getting this up to the boil again. I don't think it's even going to take 5 minutes if it thickens up pretty quickly. But we'll see. Okay. And that cornstarch will thicken it up. And I'm just continuing to stir mine so it doesn't burn. How many minutes do I left? 3. Which definitely is not going to take 5 minutes. Like I said, there's a lot of steps to it, but they're easy steps. The steps just need to be watched carefully. I'm just kind of cooking mine a little bit so make sure that cornstarch is really cooked in. Alright, I'm going to take mine because it is thick. So I'm going to pour it into my sieve or strainer. Be careful, this is really hot. It's a syrup. Okay, so now we got that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this through to get my seeds to come out of the juice. And what you might need to do is you might need to continue to wipe the bottom. I'll show you. Make sure you don't have seeds on your spatula when you do this. But you can keep going to the bottom and wiping this off to keep the holes clear.
It's rolling through pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. Alright, I'm going to let this sit on its own for a few. And we'll continue on to the next step. Alright, so now on to our white chocolate layer. Now, you do it over a double boiler, and what that means is you put some water in a pan down below. Make sure that the top bowl does not touch the water, okay? And then in the bowl, you're going to add 1 cup of white chocolate chips and a 1/4 cup of half and half or heavy cream. And we're just going to melt that. And don't do it very high. Just do it slow, low and slow. Okay? Alright, so just continue to lightly stir this. You want your bottom pan just to simmer. Don't boil it, okay? Just bring it up to a simmer and let the heat from the water, the steam from the water, just melt the chocolate, okay? Alright, so my white chocolate's all nice and melted and smooth. So I'm just going to set it to the side for right now, and we're going to start on our cheesecake filling, okay? Alright, so in a bowl, you're going to put your cream cheese and your sugar. We're going to mix it till it's light and fluffy. Alright, so once your cream cheese and sugar is smooth, you're going to add 1 egg at a time. Blend it good. Okay. Scrape down your bowl. Make sure that your cream cheese is not lumpy. That's what you're looking for. Okay. Alright, we're going to let that go for a second just to make sure it's all mixed in real well with the egg. And then we're going to add our vanilla. Put this down a little bit. And we're going to add in our white chocolate. Okay? And your chocolate should be cool enough now it will not hurt your eggs. This is a very rich and decadent cheesecake, you guys. It's delicious. Alright, so let's just mix that up real well. Alright, so now you're going to take your filling, you're going to take 1 tablespoon and you're going to put it in your cups. Okay? And it's just really easy to use the spoon. And really don't feel intimidated. I'm trying to make this. You can do it, I promise you. If you have questions before you start, you can email them to us and we'll answer them for you. If you don't understand something that we're doing, just ask. I'd rather you ask and then try than not ask and not try at all.
Not ask and mess up.
Well, not only that, I think that, you know, I had a lot of trial and error when we got married. I was not a baker, I was not a cook. My mom did it all. We worked alongside her, but I never really did it on my own. And then I just decided that we were really poor and we needed to eat at home. So I decided to start cooking, and that there was a lot of mistakes along the way, a lot of burnt meals and things like that, but that's how you learn. And please get your kids into the kitchen. They really need to know how to cook. If your spoon gets a little full, just bang it on the side. I just need to put a little bit more in here because mine, it was stuck to the other stuff. There we go. Okay.
Are they done yet? Because they smell really good and I want one.
This filling is very luxurious with that white chocolate in it. It really is.
Gotta keep your pinky in the air when you eat them.
Yeah. Okay, almost done with this one. Okay, I'm just going to bang this a little bit just to kind of flatten out the cheesecakes. Don't have to be perfect, don't worry. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our raspberry sauce, and what you want to do is you just want to put a few drops on top, and then you're going to take a toothpick and swirl through. I'm going to try to make hearts. I don't know how that's going to come out, but we'll see. I have one of these are for like frostings and things like that. I just picked it up at Walmart, and it has the perfect tip for really small spaces. So I'm going to do 3 like that. And then I'm going to try and swirl it through with a toothpick. We'll see how this goes. Jack, can you come and show them how beautiful that is? That's beautiful, guys. Now, if you want more swirls, by all means, go ahead and put more on. I'm going to need a paper towel to wipe off my toothpick. And just continue through. Alright, so here's the finished one. I'm gonna put them in the oven for about 15 minutes. I'll check them at probably about 12 and then we'll go from there. All right, so I put, after the cheesecakes cooled, I put them on a cookie tray and I covered them with saran and we put them in the refrigerator overnight because we need them for today. And so I put them on a serving tray and I did each row, every other row, red, green, red, green, red, green, so it looks really cute. But I have to say, you guys, these came out so cute with the swirl on top and they taste, I can't even explain to you how good these taste, and Jack's already eaten
a dozen.
So really try this. You will like it. I know it's a lot of steps. If you have questions, don't forget, just email us and we will answer them, okay? So please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And remember, you do you.